In the first half of the 2022 NFL season, left guard Cole Strange definitely struggled a little bit for the Patriots. The guy gave up 4 sacks in the first 8 weeks. He gave up a couple of quarterback hits and pressures, but in the second half of last season, Cole Strange was an absolute superstar. Today we're going to analyze his tape. I'm very fired up for it. Let's just get right into it. Alrighty guys, let's go ahead and jump right into this rep here. You got a 17-yard run by Stevenson here. Just a really nice job by Cole Strange to double, and then he's going to get off the double, and he's going to basically pick off the inside linebacker. So right away, the first thing I notice on this double team is how low Strange gets, how he's going to really help that center get leverage over that defensive tackle. And then from there, the angle he takes to get up to this linebacker is very, very top tier. Check it out. As the ball gets snapped, you see that Cole Strange gets underneath that defensive lineman or at a very, very good position. Especially kind of comparing it to the center here, you can see Cole Strange is much lower. That's always something that I look for when I first put the tape on, right? Our guy's getting low. And from there, you see he's going to get off the defensive tackle. He's going to get off and get up to the linebacker, and he sets up perfectly, right? He's positioned his body on one side of the linebacker. So for the running back, this is easy to see. Right, when your offensive lineman is able to get to one side of a guy that he's blocking, it makes it that much easier for a running back. This is one of the things you'll see with Strange on pretty much every single run play that we're going to look at today. The way this guy positions his body is top tier. The way this guy doubles and gets up to the next level, and the way he's able to climb, and the way he plays the game of football from a technical standpoint is absolutely beautiful. Now, in my opinion, Strange is also a very, very powerful football player, and I think with this scheme, you got a lot of power runs. Strange obviously pulled a lot, and he finishes his blocks. As you see here, he's basically able to put down Max Crosby, one of the best defensive ends in the NFL. Again, a really nice job staying low as he makes contact here with Crosby. Nice base, and from there, he just continues those feet. He just sticks with Crosby, and he looks to finish the block. Just a really, really nice play right there. You got the same exact thing on this play. He's going to once again pull from the right to the left, makes contact with Crosby, and you pick up 7 yards. So really nice job right there. Once again, same exact play. He's going to pull. He's going to hit Max Crosby, and this one's going to go for 12 yards. Obviously, the running back does cut it before he gets to the actual lane. But again, it's just a really nice job making contact. This stuff is hard. Right, being able to pull and make good, solid, physical contact with a really good player is a very hard thing to do. That's just a really, really nice rep right there. But it doesn't get better than this double team block here. And then from there, he's going to step up and block the linebacker outwards. And you're going to see the running back basically pop it right through there. This play hits for 16 yards. Just a really nice job by both the center and left guard. You know, in my opinion, I think the Patriots may have the best interior offensive line in the NFL. And if it's not the best, it's probably number 2 to the Kansas City Chiefs. But the interior offensive line of the Patriots is really, really good. And it's very clear that the center, the guards are top tier, especially when it comes to their processing and their ability to do things together. When you watch the guard and center on either side double team and climb, it's really, really nice. All right, so that's a really nice job right there by Strange. Let's go ahead and get to the next rep. Check this rep out. Once again, Strange is going to do a really nice job pulling. This time he's going to pull to the right of your screen. He's going to do a really nice job picking off the linebacker. And you see the running back here picks up a nice 7 yards. Just a really nice job as he's kind of coming around here. Notice how quickly he's able to find number 44 here. He does a really nice job again getting to the side of number 44. And you can see that the linebacker kind of runs into the other offensive lineman as well. But the play works regardless. A really nice job kind of getting out in space. Let's go ahead and get to the next rep. Now, one of the things I want to see the Patriots do more of this season is run more zone runs, right? They ran a lot of power last season. And really, Cole Strange's best ability when it comes to run blocking, especially when you watched his tape in college, was definitely his zone blocking ability. And you see how explosive he is out of his stance here. Right? Like, he is the first one out of his stance. Look at that. And his ability to just kind of reach and get out in front of people is top tier. Like, he beats this guy so badly on the front side that this guy decides to take the back side. And as an offensive lineman, when you get it out in front of a guy, you won the block because this guy's not going to be able to get there when you're running these outside zone type concepts, right? So really nice job. It's just a 5-yard gain. But again, this is the stuff I like to watch, right? So again, I want to see more zone runs, more outside pitch plays, and those type of things from the Patriots this upcoming season to really utilize Cole Strange's strength. Alrighty guys, here's another zone run. Cole Strange has to get to the inside of this guy that's playing the one technique, and he's going to do a nice job. You're going to see on this play, he's going to be able to jump to the inside, and he beats this guy, right? He's to the inside, and that's all that's really expected. He does try to get up to Roquan Smith, the inside linebacker, number 58 here, who is technically the responsibility of Trent Brown. And I'm not sure if this is why they don't run zone that often, because Brown isn't the best zone run blocker, right? It's very hard for him. I shouldn't say it's very hard, but it is harder for him to climb and pick off linebackers, especially guys like Roquan. Right, Roquan will read and recognize this really quickly. Alternatively, you could have probably blocked this a little bit differently, but again, it would require a team to run more zone. As you're going to see here, the defensive lineman is going to shift to the 2-eye, and alternatively, Strange could have gotten to the inside here and allowed Trent Brown to cut this guy off, which is still hard, but not impossible. And from there, Strange could have gotten up to number 58. That could have made a little bit more sense, right? Because in this play here, you can see 77 tries to pick off 58, and it doesn't really work. Again, this is not an impossible block. A lot of guys make this block. In fact, Brown wasn't even that far off from being able to get there, right? You can see he still gets his hands on Roquan, and the play still picks up 5 to 6 yards. So it's not a bad play, right? But the point that I'm trying to make is I want to see the Patriots run more zone runs, because Cole Strange is a weapon, as is David Andrews, as is the right guard. And then you see plays like this where Strange is going to try to cut off a nose, right? Which is a hard thing to do, and he's going to be able to do it, right? He doesn't fully do it, but you'll see that he's going to actually slingshot technique it towards the end, right? He does a good enough job where he's able to cut this guy off, and he ends up on the backside of him, and he basically seals him off, right? His guy does not make this play, and this is a really nice job. This is a hard reach. Right, for a guard to reach over a nose is very difficult. That's a good nose tackle right there. But he does a good job kind of getting out there, making nice contact. Keep in mind, these are all zone runs that we're looking at here, right? And he's just not able to fully get in front of him, but he does a nice job kind of pulling him a little bit and then slingshotting it right there, which is a technique that is not a hold, although it may look like a hold. So again, just a nice job, and this play pops for 7 yards. You got another zone run to the right here, and I want you guys to watch Mike Nwanu, who I think is one of the better guards in the NFL. He's going to slingshot this, right? You see it right there. He pulls the guy and he gets to the backside of him. That's a nice job right there to slingshot him. And it's only possible that he's able to slingshot this guy because this is a zone run, right? So had this not been a zone, had it been a power run, which the Patriots do a lot, you can't do that, right? And if you watch the center, he's going to do a really nice job climbing to the next level. Again, you pick up 5 yards on this play, right? So this is a good job right here, right? In my opinion, this is what I want to see more of. Now, so far, we've only looked at run plays, but I do want to switch focus and talk a little bit about Cole Strange's pass blocking ability. If you guys don't know this, Cole Strange is an absolute fantastic pass blocker. In fact, I think his best ability is his pass blocking, and I think he's a really good run blocker as well, right? But in pass blocking specifically, you really see this guy and his strength really all come together, right? And here's a really nice play to kind of sum it all up. On this play here, you're going to see the defensive tackle is going to try to swipe past Strange, and Strange is going to do a fantastic job with this punch. And his initial punch is really going to get this guy off balance, and it really allows him to win, right? That's just a really nice job to kind of be put into a tough spot early on. The defensive tackle gets his right arm on the left shoulder. He's trying to use that as leverage, and Strange really uses that power to shut this entire thing down. You see him basically win this block. Just a really, really nice rep on this one. With that being stated, let's go ahead and get to the next rep. Alrighty guys, check this play out. You got Cole Strange against Ed Oliver. Strange does a really, really nice job. In fact, I've watched every single one of these reps where Ed Oliver was in a one-on-one situation with Strange, and Strange really handled him, right? He really was able to hold down his own. And as a rookie, to be able to hold the guy in Oliver, who's a really, really good defensive tackle, it's impressive, right? It's very, very impressive. And you can see the guy really uses his hands. And I think that's part of what makes him very, very good, right? He gets his hands on you. And once he's locked in, it's very hard to get past him, right? So that's a really, really nice rep right there. Once again, one-on-one situation with Ed Oliver. Watch the hands. Just a really, really nice job with the hands. You see him really dominate. And this does not surprise me at all, because in college he was dominant. In the preseason he was dominant. And even weeks 1 through 4 or 5, you know, when we first did Cole Strange's film breakdown weeks back, this was kind of what we were seeing as well. You know, he was a very, very, very good pass blocker. And I know he got benched at some point this season. And some people may hold that against him a little bit, but he's played over 980 snaps, right? So the guy played majority of the season, majority of the snaps, and this is what you're going to expect from this guy. In fact, he gave up 5 sacks this past season. Don't be surprised if he gives up a whopping 0 sacks in the upcoming season. This is a really nice rep right here. Let's go ahead and get to the next one. Alright, guys, check this next rep out. You got a defensive line game. Left guard, left tackle do a fantastic job. This is part of why I truly think Cole Strange is special, especially in pass pro. As a guard who has to pass off your guy to the tackle, he not only fully passes him off and fully makes sure that the switch happens, but then he gets back to the inside and he picks off the defensive end there, and he shuts that down too. I mean, this right here is top tier. You can make the argument that for rookies, Cole Strange is the best one on the offensive line overall, right? Maybe Ike Mekwanu's right there as well. Maybe a guy like Abraham Lucas, but Cole Strange definitely is at the guard position the best rookie. And I've watched all of them at this point. The guy looks really, really good, and he makes this stuff look effortlessly. And I know we've only looked at the Bills tape in Pass Pro. Trust me, we'll get into some other games as well, but that right there is a really, really nice job. This is going to happen very, very quickly, and you're going to miss it, but that's just a really nice job recovering. We're gonna slow it down, right? That was the point of me saying you're going to miss it. Look at how quickly Cole Strange is going to be able to readjust his hands. He's going to throw a punch. The defensive tackle is going to swat that punch, and he's going to bring his hands right back up, and he shuts it down. I mean, this is beautiful. I mean, this move right here by this defensive tackle is really, really nice. He's going to basically punch with the right hand, bring the left hand over the top, and the punch works. The swim move works, but Strange just does a really nice job bringing the hands right back up. You know, you can get your hands swatted down, but if you're not leaning and if you have a good base, if you play with good technique, you're able to bring those hands right back up. And Cole Strange is able to do that. So that's a really nice job right there. Now, I saw this play trending on Twitter when it happened, and I remember thinking to myself, I don't know why people do this. Why people made fun of Cole Strange. They called it a bad pick. They brought up the Sean McVay statement that was made. Although the play was a 30-yard gain on 3rd and 6, people only look at Strange and they'll say this guy just got pancaked. But what they don't tell you is that he literally slips. His running back runs right into him. You see his running back get right into him, back it up. And because of that, he's going to slip. He's not able to get his footing. And then he falls. And people don't want to be honest, you know, and it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Like, people always want to say, I gotcha. You know, they always want to get those gotcha moments. And it doesn't make sense to me because this guy's a really good football player. And I don't understand the hate. And I know there's people even within the Patriots fan base that question the pick, right? But I think it was a fantastic pick. Let's go ahead and get to the next rep. Watch the interior defensive line game. Strange does a really nice job passing off a 96 and coming back around to 92. It's a nice job getting his hands on that defensive tackle, coming back around. Again, this isn't that easy, right? But I know Cole Strange does a really, really nice job making it look that way. So again, just a really, really nice job. Watch the block here on DJ Reader. Really, really nice job making contact and doing a pretty nice job holding him. Mac Jones is able to take the deep shot here. Not able to complete it to throw it in, but he still had the time. And a lot of people agreed that Reader is one of the strongest defensive linemen in the NFL. And you see Cole Strange do a nice job, get his hands out there, really make just solid contact. You know, he explodes out of his stance, sets up to the inside, the slide to the right there, and he shuts this down. That's just a beautiful, beautiful job right there by Strange to be able to hold on so the quarterback can have that time to throw the ball. I know Reader does get close to the quarterback, but do understand, as an offensive lineman, when you have to step to the inside to take someone on, it makes it harder because you're not standing up, as you'll see like number 71 here. Do-Right gets to stand up and kind of have a nice base. Strange is sliding inward, so it's a little bit harder to fully set up and have that power behind you. But still, the quarterback was able to make the throw, and that's partly because of Strange. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, consider subscribing. To me, Cole Strange is one of those guys where I think the Patriots did a great job with the pick. I think he's going to be an absolute star player in the NFL, and I know some people may not agree with me. Some people may say they haven't seen enough from Strange, but as someone who studied offensive line for a long time, you can tell with certain guys. And with Cole Strange, you can tell this guy is it. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button, and I will see you guys next time with another video.